Hi, you're live with Virus at Peckham, Peckham, South East London. Sorry, brother, I had to do it on a breezier, coolier Saturday daytime. And today's episode is called Olympics a Go-Go, with a nod to Japan 2020, which is delayed by a year due to the pandemic. It'll be a classic format for you today. That's with an informative local history, 3 poems of the day, and to end, of course, walkabout. So just before we start, look at this road here. I'll tell you what it reminds me of. Carnival. You know, kind of just people that walk, no cars, barbecue jerk smoking about everywhere, and many different types of people, all nations and races. This is what happens when you make it traffic free. So just take the Oxford Street. Okay. So, Peckham is a Saxon name, and it means village of the River Peck, which was a local stream. It appears on the Domesday Book of 1066 as Peckham, and it was held by the Bishop of Lascaux, the half-brother of William the Conqueror. Later it was given by Henry I to his illegitimate son, or otherwise known as a jacket, Robert, Earl of Gloucester. Now, Robert married the heiress of Camberwell, and the two manors then merged. Okay. How you doing, alright? Peckham became popular as a wealthy residential area, would you believe it? Okay. In the 16th century. And by the 18th century, it had become a more commercial. So it was attracting businesses who found it better and wanted to avoid the expensive London rents. Peckham had extensive market gardens, and orchards, and they were supplied nearby London markets. And this is a remnant of it now. It's a little side street. Pack out with fruit and veg. How you doing, brother? You okay? Yeah? How's business? Yeah? Well, you sound popular. All right, mate? Okay. Peckham had extensive markets, as you know, and gardens that supplied the local areas. But the 19th... Yes, brother, how are you? Selling well? Every time, brother. Okay. But the 19th century, it became known equally as Peckham... Yes, done. Everything, Chris? As Peckham Rye. During the mid-19th century, the housing kind of, spread out over the north and west of Peckham. Peckham Rye and kind of reach up to the Old Kent Road to the north. Now the Old Kent Road, some of you may have attended the Frog and Nightgown pub at one end of the Old Kent Road, and or the Reggae Lounge at the Love Lounge at the other end of the Old Kent Road, or perhaps the Henry Cooper's old gym, the Thomas and Beckett pub in the middle of the Old Kent Road. Up the Old Kent Road. Alright, back to the block. Peckham Rye railway station, which we just left, opened in 1865, and it became accessible it just made the areas accessible to city workers and dock workers, and as a result Peckham grew. However, and you know what I'm going to say next, the area went into depredation. In fact, it became known as one of the most deprived areas in Western Europe, in a no-go zone, especially in North Peckham Estate. A £290 million regeneration programme was started in the late 90s and the early noughties. However, in November 2000 itself, the area was plunged into despair when a 10-year-old boy, Damiloleo Taylor, a Nigerian boy, was stabbed to death on the North Peckham Estate. God bless his soul. God bless him. So since then, an award-winning library and at the Pulse, and a new town square has been built with new housing and to replace the North Peckham Estate. So, power to the people. Okay. More side streets. Look how much fruit and veg is in the side street. I mean, come on, let's have a look. That's a lot for fruit and veg for a side street. Do you agree? So you can imagine how much fruit and veg gets sold down the street. Oh, right, back to the store. So, as you may have noticed, Peckham and Peckham Rye, the areas are synonymous. It's got one of the most ethnically diverse populations in the United Kingdom. 50%, over 50% black, African and Caribbean. Gives it a kind of lively feel around here still, kind of thing. Nice of just under 30% white and just over 9% are Asians. Okay. Thanks for that. On to today's first. This one is called the Ghost Olympics. Ghost Olympics. Are my eyes playing tricks? Not one spectator in the home of sports theatre. Really? Really? Well, COVID did reach, and the competitors' bubble did get breached. So persisting with it feels like a bit of a chiller. I know. Let's ask Godzilla. But he's not there. God of foreign. Way out to Iceland. Gone for Lincoln Brethren, Rodan. Guess my eyes must be playing tricks. Guess my eyes must be playing tricks. There's no way they're gonna persist with this Ghost Olympics. Thank you very much. Okay. Good afternoon, sir. Next poem is based teachings from my mum's cousin, Vincent, my late great cousin Vincent, a Titan of the Night. And this one is called The Land Beyond Beyond. The Land Beyond Beyond. Want to do no more? Then listen up to my song. Kemetic history. Look it up and you'll see. Al-Kebulan, mother of mankind. Hang on, what have we got here? That's what I like about these areas. You always get street activities.
Turn away.
Good afternoon, sir.
We have to turn.
How are you?
Very well, sir.
You're very well, sir. Please
we
continue.
have to turn away. Turn. Bible says, turn, all you people. When you talk about Israelites, everyone claims that only the black people that can save. no white people. Let me tell you something. Jesus died for every single person. Now, let me explain one thing to you. When the Bible talks about Israelites, it says in Old Testament, it says he had chosen the people, and the people called Israelites. Now, in the olden days, the Israelites are the people that's available.
Thank you,
not
brother.
Every single person. Thank you, sir. And not every single person.
Oh, the Israelites. Okay. Praise the Lord, darling. Have a nice afternoon, yeah? All right. Some interaction with the local people because it's a nice area like that. Okay. The land beyond. Ale Kebula. Give it time. Let it sink into your mind. Hello, how are you? Praise the Lord. Nice to see you, sister. Nice to see you, mama. All right. Let it sink into your mind. Languages of the Moors and the Nubians, the Numidians, plus the Ethiopians. They all lead you to Africa, the land beyond. All colors represented, from ebony to blonde, where 3,000 tongues are spoken, and where pyramids were pharaohs' token. Afrique, it's Greek. It means without cold. Afar, it's Phoenician, it means dust. Africa, where elephant bones rust and diamonds fueled Europe's lust. Oh, what about us? Human family began in the land beyond, deep in the sun pond. 6 million years ago. So fossils of Lucy's show. Now we can see the reality of African slavery. 500 years. Out of 6 million. Just a drop in life's sea. It's my brother. Niger, the ancient river, corrupted into jigger. Now you know. Bigger sea. What that word really means. Africa. Home of tribe. Yoruba, Ashanti, Wolof, Pigboy, Maasai, also Mandinka. Maybe that was the only one that I did not. Land from beyond the Ice Age. Where we migrated from. No more sun. Lips at the tip. Frost. We're done with. Hair became flat in order to lock in heat just like a hat. Nostrils grew thin, reducing the amount of icy air that could get in. I became you after. One was white, the other black. But we both come from the land. That's up. the land beyond, beyond. Oh, won't you hear my song? Africa. Okay, so hope you like today's show. For some reason the sun's coming up. I have to give thanks. Thanks for the sun to come out. And it just means that as a result, we shall continue